Hey there, and welcome to The Hidden Chest, where I talk about overlooked, underrated, or underappreciated games you might not have tried. And tell me, do you like thrilling action? Intrigue and mystery? The socio-political themes of the capitalism-fueled death of small-town America? Night in the Woods is an amazing game. It might even change your life. Also, it has minimal gameplay and a heavy focus on storytelling, so it'll be pretty hard for me to review without coming into conflict with my strict spoiler policy. So to work this out, let's just have an extremely vague yet accurate spoiler-free overview, shall we? You drop out of college, hang out with your buds, and some weird stuff happens, I don't know. Wow, I actually just made the game sound really boring, geez. But would you believe me if I said that the mundanity of this game is actually one of its most impressive attributes? It may sound a bit rich that I think a game wherein the main characters are talking cartoon animals is one of the most real games I've ever played, but, well, it is.
Man, what are you gonna do next? Make a video essay about how the Cat in the Hat was actually an allegory for the Third Reich?
Well, first of all, you're thinking of Yertle the Turtle. Second of all, don't be so close-minded about art. And third of all, you're just a past recording of me reading off a script and doing a stupid voice over a PNG I found on the internet. You don't actually have free will. Curses! The characters here are some of the most well-written and nuanced I've seen in a long time. The banter is really funny and charming, and the town they live in and the trials and tribulations they go through are all so lifelike. I'd say few games cover our modern world as well as this one. You end up getting so attached to these characters and stories that it's like a civilization situation. Just one more day, you tell yourself, and then suddenly it's 1 AM and you're genuinely upset about a crocodile's life problems. Oh, also there's a disembodied arm you found on the sidewalk at some point, but that's probably nothing. Speaking of days, I guess I haven't actually explained how this game works yet. Oops. You know Persona? Well, it's kinda like that if you removed the whole RPG thing. Also, Morgana is the main character. Each in-game day gives you a plethora of things to do and people to talk to. Exploring the town, learning its history, and seeing people live out their lives over the course of the game is incredibly engaging. And to put the cocaine-infused icing on the cake, you end the day by hanging out with your friends. Okay, I know that sounds really lame, but trust me when I say that these people are some of the best when it comes to characters, in general. Like all of them. Okay, there are only so many ways I can say this game has godlike writing, so just take my word for it. No matter where you are in this game, it can be emotional, relaxed, vaguely uncomfortable, and even inspiring. There were several times during my playthroughs where I just stopped and thought to myself, God, this game is amazing, which, believe it or not, isn't something I do terribly often. Also, did I mention that this game has enough content to warrant 2 unique playthroughs? Because it does, and I did, and I loved it.
But wait! There's more!
2 bonus side stories. They come along with the game for free. They're called Longest Night and Lost Constellation, which, man, you guys didn't have to make these for free, but you did it anyways. Now it's time for a really obvious statement. You know all this visual stimuli you've been ingesting through your eye holes for the past few minutes? I don't need to tell you that this game looks amazing and the art style is one of the best in indie gaming, but I will anyways. The atmosphere, the adorable designs, the non-sapient animals scurrying around, and autumn. Ooh, the autumn. It's a beautiful time of year, and if my calculations are correct, it takes up approximately 1/4 of it. But despite this, few games really focus on the season. Night in the Woods, though, it practically lives and breathes it. Mix that up with the game's godlike soundtrack, and it really sets a cozy, relaxing, nostalgic, and even wistful mood. Now, gameplay-wise, I wouldn't expect to have your mind blown. You basically just do minor platforming, solve a few puzzles, and participate in various shenanigans. Lots to keep you occupied, but nothing particularly meaty. There are a couple side modes here and there, though, like a sorta Guitar Hero rock band thing. And there's also a game within a game called Demon Tower, which is surprisingly complex. A bit rough around the edges, but still, it's kinda crazy that it's even in there at all. But yeah, other than that, this is a story game. It's not like halfway through you pull out a gun and start plowing through Nazis or anything. It is what it is, and what it is a game with stories to tell. And it's very, hold on, let me get a thesaurus. Prodigious at it. I'd recommend it especially to high schoolers and young adults. It really has its fingers on the pulse of that whole situation. Plus, it's available on literally every relevant gaming platform, so, you know, go for it. I guarantee it's a night you'll never forget. And when I say night, I mean 8 to 11.5 hours, according to howlongtobeat.com.